agents. This is Agent Faye Lau requesting immediate reinforcements at City Hall.
Move! Get to cover! This is Kelso. We're on our way.
I extracted some of the survivors, but there are still people trapped inside the building. Be careful. We got hit with a bioweapon. Masks on at all times.
Follow me. We've got to get up there.
Kelso, get inside City Hall and secure the wounded. I'll send help as soon as I can.
Agent, we can climb in through the roof. Follow me.
Entering contaminated area. Exiting contaminated area. Contaminated area.
Fuck, this is bad. Isaac's readings are off the charts. Sweep the building and keep an eye out for survivors. We need to get down there. Come on! Lau, we've reached City Hall. I'm with the survivors.
The Haven settlement is sending medics. Make sure the area is secure before they arrive.
It's gotta be Rikers coming in through the basement. Agent, cover us while I get these people out.
I can barely breathe in this thing! Dragoff said you want to live? Keep your fucking mask on.
Agent, this is Lau. There's a surveillance system in the basement. We need to find out who is responsible for the attack. See if you can recover the tapes.
Active server detected. Downloading. Running facial recognition analysis. Analysis complete. Javier, Kajika, James, Dragoff, Theo, Parnell, Vivian, Conley. Status, Rogue. Analysis complete. Aaron Keener. Status, Rogue. Entering contaminated area.
After Coney Island, we knew Keener was working on some kind of virus, but I didn't think he could weaponize it this fast. We should have prepared for this.
Lau, the medics have arrived. They're extracting the survivors.
Meet me at the Haven settlement. I'll send you the coordinates. We have a lot to talk about.
The
survivors have been extracted. City Hall is clear. Let's regroup in the park and go to Haven. We got incoming. I need you up here.
Leaving contaminated area.
Agent Lau sent us Haven's coordinates. Let's go.
It's strange being here, where it all started. I guess you build up a picture in your mind. You assume it had to be a perfect storm for everything to go so wrong. But the more you look at it, the more you realize this could have happened anywhere. Amherst just chose New York. Careful, Agent. Looks like there's trouble up ahead. Get to cover. Aim for their fuel tanks. That should slow them down. Come on, we've got to keep moving. I heard some pretty messed up things about the cleaners back in DC. They seem to think the only way to save this city is to burn everything that could be contaminated. It's hard to believe they were regular people before the outbreak.
Get to Haven as soon as you can. Just don't expect a warm welcome. The guy in charge, Paul Rhodes, isn't happy to see me.
Get back!
We're here to speak with Rhodes.
You're not welcome here. We've taken in enough agents. It never ends well for us. Get back!
Let him in. Rhodes wants to hear what they have to say.
Fine.
It's the safest place in Lower Manhattan. They've got security, food, supplies, you name it. The fact that they're still going and haven't been run over by the Rikers or the cleaners is pretty impressive. But they're not very fond of the division, which is why we need to convince them to help us while we go after Keener. Come see me in Rhodes' office. He's not my biggest fan. Too much history there. Hopefully we can convince him to let us stay.
You go ahead. I'll check in on the survivors.
Fuck that! The division had its chance.
We need somewhere to regroup.
Find somewhere else.
How do you know Haven isn't Keener's next target?
Are you kidding me? You'll make us a target.
We can keep you safe.
Of course you can. Just like Hell's Kitchen. I'm not gonna fall for that shit again.
We're fighting the same fight here.
You know what? Our situation's a fuck-ton better than it ever was back in Midtown. These people feel safe.
You're right. The situation feels better for you now. But feeling safe doesn't mean you are safe.
It's getting pretty rough out there, Paul. But it's your decision.
Do what you need to take care of Keener. And then I want you out. All of you.
Keener is our main target, but right now, his whereabouts are unknown.
That bastard's hiding somewhere in the city, planning his next move.
Based on the footage you found in City Hall, we've managed to get leads on the other 4 rogue agents.
Theo Parnell, tech specialist and conspiracy theorist.
His whereabouts are unknown, but we think he is linked to the surveillance drones we've been tracking around the city. One was recently shot down in Civic Center. We need you to recover the drone. You might be able to find him from the metadata.
Vivian Conley, explosives expert and a high-ranking leader for the Cleaners.
We've been getting reports of increasingly aggressive Cleaner attacks in 2 bridges. Check in with the local peacekeepers. They've been tracking their movements.
James Dragov, heavy weapons expert, and the acting leader of the Rikers here in Lower Manhattan.
He's holed up in a fortified compound in Wall Street. We've had some agents looking for a chink in his armor for some time now. Check in with the local safe house for more info.
Javier Kajika, tactical operations expert.
He's a ghost, but he leaves a remarkable signature. We've had reports of a number of patrols being ambushed in Battery Park. We're pretty sure it's Kajika. Best bet would be to follow his trail and see where it leads. There's no time to waste. Going after any of these targets will bring us closer to Keener.
In the meantime, we'll do what we can from Haven to support you. Good luck, Agent. Parnell was an RPA pilot before he went rogue, so he knows drones inside and out.
We think he's been using heavily customized drones to spy for Keener.
A peacekeeper managed to shoot one down, and we'd like you to check out the crash site for anything that could lead us back to Parnell.
Unbelievable. We're right back in the same goddamn mess we were in when Amherst unleashed green poison. I set up Haven without the division and all the blood and violence you bring with you. And Faye, she's been flag-waving from behind the authority of a division badge for way too long. Don't make me regret letting you into my home. I won't forgive it.
What the fuck does Rhodes think is going on here? This is a goddamned war. Keener's targeting us. The moment we start to make real progress, here we are again, fucking around and arguing with each other. I've had enough. This fuckstick needs to die. And I don't care who we have to go through or who we have to work with to do it. Sorry. It's not your fault. This peace was hard won, and now we've lost it. We're going to get him. We have to.
Man, this task force is off to a pretty rough start. They have a lot of history, I guess. I feel for Rhodes. I know what it's like to want to hunker down and try to ride out the storm. Can't do it, though. That's not the way the world works. We've been dealt a shitty hand, but we still have cards to play. We owe everyone here our best effort. We'll find Keener and bring him to justice. We're the Division. We don't quit.
You're heading into the Civic Center, former headquarters for government and law enforcement agencies. And I really do mean former. There were widespread protests and riots here in the early days of the outbreak. Now, it's more like a memorial to the society we lost.
Portable electronic device detected.
You hacked your teacher's car?
It's not like that.
What the fuck did you do, Theo?
I just tried to access the door locks. I messed up and accidentally put it into gear. It's...
What the fuck is wrong with you? Why the hell would you do something like this?
Midterm grades were just posted, and there's no way I'm fourth in the class.
So you break into your...
I saw the term paper sitting on his back seat. I thought if I read them, I could prove he was marking me down because he doesn't like me.
You think this teacher's got it out for you?
I think someone bought him off. There's no way I'm fourth. So, I used my phone to hack his car and get the proof I needed.
Jesus Christ, Theo. I'm calling your psychiatrist.
Nearby signal detected.
You're coming up on the drone. Dig out that transceiver, and we'll see where it takes us.
device detected.
This is Keener. What are we looking at, Theo? 2 guards on regular rotations, 6-hour shifts. They're JTF, not agents. Should be easy enough to handle.
Perimeter?
Roaming patrols every hour. 4 to 6 man squads. Again, shouldn't be a problem.
And the building?
Isaac had the schematics for the building. I've mapped out a clear path to where Conley should plant the payload to do maximum damage to the building's infrastructure.
Great work, Theo. I don't know what I'd do without you. Transceiver secured. Downloading comms protocols.
Recovering that transceiver is a good start, but we need more data if we're gonna locate Parnell.
I had an agent drop off their latest surveillance report at a community nearby. There should be some relevant data in there.
You should be able to cross-reference the two, then isolate patterns that will point us in the right direction. Recovering that transceiver is a good start, but we need more data if we're gonna locate Parnell.
I had an agent drop off their latest surveillance report at a community nearby. There should be some relevant data in there.
You should be able to cross-reference the two, then isolate patterns that will point us in the right direction.
Hostile control point nearby. Portable device detected.
Father didn't expect to see you here this late. I might say the same thing about you, Captain. This is the only time I can get some reading done. Well, don't let me bother you. I'm just filing some papers. I won't be long. Oh, I don't mind the company. How are you holding up? Of course. I'll just finish this and go straight to bed. If you need help falling asleep, I've got a nightcap for you.
Damn it, I'm out.
Electronic device detected.
I know you're working with someone.
Careful, Faye. You don't want to make Isaac upset. He hit me like that again, he'll think you've gone rogue. You teamed up with the JT.
You got a concussion?
You're the one who isn't thinking straight. What's your mission, Agent? To save what remains?
To ensure survival. That we live on. That when we finally get back on our feet, there is something left to stand on.
Cool story, Faye. And how's that working out for you?
It's hard, but we're stable.
Sure, for now. What about next week? Or the week after? Or when you haven't had a Sarah delivery for months and the
Check in with the community leader. They've been supporting our agents.
Hey there. Judging from the orange ring, I'm assuming you're here on Division business and not to adopt a cat. The other agents left some stuff here, in case one of you comes in here. Let me know if you change your mind about it.
Faye. I'm sorry about Heather.
We shouldn't have cut back on patrols.
We couldn't have known this would happen.
You couldn't have known. I told you this would happen. And now...
Do you need anything?
A goddamn fucking time machine.
Best I can do is whiskey. I found a bottle last week.
Drinking isn't gonna bring my sister back.
No, but it might help you forget. Until it doesn't sting as much.
Data analyzed. Signal source identified with 91% accuracy.
Good enough for me. Looks like Parnell's drones have been controlled from an abandoned prison. Creepy.
Perfect place to hide a covert operation.
Not for long. Rhodes told us that the Peacekeepers in Two Bridges have been tracking cleaner movements for the past few days. This is our best bet to learning more about Conley.
She's deep in bed with the cleaners. If we poke around in that nest enough, we're bound to find a trace of her.
Detected. Nearby location. Guarded by hostiles.
Two Bridges was one of the areas that held out the longest after the outbreak. Many of the locals refused to leave their homes and move into Sarah camps. They tried to set up neighborhood community centers rather than relying on the government. Most of them didn't make it. With the cleaners and the other factions wreaking havoc in the area, it was never really sustainable. These days, only a few remain.
Hostiles guarding location nearby. detected. Detected. Nearby location. Guarded by hostiles.
Rhodes told us that the Peacekeepers and Two Bridges have been tracking cleaner movements for the past few days. This is our best bet to learning more about Conley.
She's deep in bed with the cleaners. If we poke around in that nest enough, we're bound to find a trace of her.
Hey, man. Right this second. With these strays, you got a thing for firemen? They seem like decent people in a bad situation. There's a lot of decent people in bad situations on this fucking island. We're gonna give them an armed escort, too? Maybe, if I decide they deserve one. I don't get a say in this? No, you don't.
I've got reports that the Peacekeepers are trying to take a Rikers control point. Give them a hand and see what you can find out from them.
Sure thing!
Trust me! Damn! I gotta reload!
Rhodes told us you're looking for a rogue agent working with the cleaners.
Let's get out of here.
She's sneaky, but still seems to go out on missions with the guys. Check in with the community near here. They're keeping track of the latest news.
Sounds like Conley's been busy.
Head to the community and see what they've found. We're getting warmer.
Sounds like Conley's been busy.
Head to the community and see what they've found. We're getting warmer.
A hostile control point detected. Electronic device detected.
I used to feel so weak. If I say yes, I'm a narcissist, but I can be rehabilitated. Maybe. If I say no, well, they never really thought we would be activated. 100%. If they actually believed it, they would never cleared someone like Faye Lau. Or you. Jesus, they have no idea how powerful you are. Please tell me you've got good news.
Afraid not. Network's still down.
We're losing people out there. We need to get you guys back to full strength again.
There's an active protocol. We've sent agents from all over the country to DC. We're doing everything we can.
Isn't there anything we can do here to help, to speed things up?
If we could, we would have done it already. Whoever attacked the network knew what they were doing. They hit it right in the nerve center.
So, that's it then? The division's done?
We're never done, Roy. We adapt and overcome. We find solutions in the face of adversity. Call the others. It's time to talk strategy.
See if you can get a hold of the leader here.
Agent, heard you were looking for some info on the cleaners. We recently got word of an attack on the JTF
Portable
outpost
electronic
at a nearby
device
shelter.
detected.
If you're looking for cleaners, that's a good place to start. Good luck.
We need to get going to the shelter. That's our best lead on Conley.
The cleaners like to make sure everything is sterilized. Chances are they'll still be around.
Cleaners just torched one of the last JTF outposts. No survivors.
Any reports of an infection there?
Not a trace.
I thought that was their whole MO.
With Conley and Keener involved, odds are they're manipulating the cleaners to do their bidding. Who knows where they'll direct...
We have to investigate and see if we can find a trace of Conley.